Our maintenance culture was really based on firefighting. It was unorganized. It was, just responsive maintenance. There was not enough preventive maintenance going on, not fully utilizing the time on scheduled shutdowns. So we had budget overruns. Our cost control wasn't where we needed it to be. It was fairly unpredictable. We got surprised a lot at the end of a month or end of a quarter. So, and there was really a lack of visibility into the maintenance management side of it, because basically it was just break, fix, react to the problem of the day. So we weren't ever going to progress to where I knew we could be if we didn't change how we did things. So we know where we wanted to go. We know we needed to get organized, and we know we needed a dedicated resource, somebody who wasn't going to be impacted by the day-to-day of the mill operation, someone who could just focus on improving maintenance management and reliability. Or we would look for a consultant that could who understood our methodology, where we needed to go, and then really be dedicated as a standalone resource to making sure that we made progress every day. In fact, just in the last 2 weeks, both our Kalamazoo mill and our Middletown mill completed their annual shutdowns, and in both instances, both shutdowns were completed on budget, and both machines started up early. And more importantly than starting up early, the outages were safe, they were efficient, and the machines have started up and run well the following week, which to me is always the hallmark of a good shutdown. You can start up early and then end up firefighting or break fixing for the next week because you didn't do a good job. Marks that we're seeing now is we have KPIs that we review monthly, so that we have visibility into the maintenance process. We have budgets that we are now consistently meeting, and our outages, our normal monthly outages, are well scheduled and have generally come in on time and on budget. So a huge step forward. Number one result is the improvement of the quality of life for our maintenance teams and our management teams. Their firefighting is deceptively easy because it's just reactionary, but it is so time consuming and so hard to do properly. It just, you never go home thinking that you're going to have a quiet night. You're just always waiting for that other shoe to drop. And I knew from previous experience at West Monroe what it could be like. So getting these guys to understand that it was a long journey, but now that we're there, there's no way we'd ever go back to the old way of doing things. Financially, having consistent P&L results is very important. Being surprised at the end of a month or an end of a quarter is very difficult to explain it to. So having that consistency of our operations, having that view into our operations, and having the confidence at month end that we're not going to be surprised is worth a lot. And as I mentioned, the quality of life is much better when you're planned and organized. It took a tremendous amount of work to get from firefighting to being organized, but as I say now, we can go home feeling pretty confident that we're going to run that night, and we know what we're going to do the next day, and the amount of break-in work has been reduced significantly. So I would say, overall tension in the mill has been decreased, which, definitely improves the quality of life and makes you want to stay. That Facility Integrations hires very good people who quickly become part of the team, but also they're separate enough where they can tell you where you're screwing up or where you need to change, and be honest about that, and that's how you make progress. I don't need cheerleaders. I need people who are going to tell me, this needs to change and you need to do this, and that's what you guys provide for us. I definitely recommend Facility Integrations. Tom and I have worked together now for almost 10 years. And I'm very comfortable with him, his methodology, and the staff that he builds. When we've had issues, Tom's been very direct and upfront about getting things addressed on his side. And what I really appreciate is that he's also willing to tell me where I need to fix my, and do things differently as well. So we've got very good open communication. We've had excellent results at all the mills that we put this in. Before, like I said, I keep hounding on it, but it's the simple fact that we were just firefighting. Firefighting is a miserable existence. Um, getting Sitting in Kalamazoo last week during the annual shutdown and seeing the sense of calm that was in that room, the feeling that things were being executed well, that they were well organized, that nobody was panicking, and then having a very safe and very efficient startup. It's just, I think everybody at that point really realized how far we had come, and that's it. Just makes the job a lot more fun to come in and feel like you're running the job instead of the job running you. I think for me personally, the satisfaction of seeing the mills get organized and use this methodology to improve our reliability, certainly helped my personal life, because I'm not getting phone calls in the middle of the night now as many as I was either. And it's just the right thing to do. I've always enjoyed maintenance and maintenance management, and I knew where we could go, but I couldn't get there myself. I needed some help at each of the mills, and facility integrations provided that help.